I'm sorry I interrupted. You can say it.
Yeah, Jurgen.
There we go.
The fuck is this?
What is that?
I don't know what that is.
What did you do?
We got some scruffles on the wall here.
Yeah, it's from the chairs.
Oh. Weird.
Huh.
Welcome in.
Anyways, I digress.
You don't say that.
Don't you dare say that! Don't you dare ever say that! Cut off his mic. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. What does that even do?
That changes the type of mic that's connected.
Oh.
Yep.
Don't mess everything up.
No.
Don't mess everything up.
There's literally a mute button.
Cool.
Right there.
Wowzers.
I didn't know what it was.
So how's everyone doing?
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Doing good. Can't complain. Can't really complain.
Kind of want pizza.
I kind of feel that.
You want pizza too?
I'm fucking New Yorker. I love pizza.
Low-key.
Could bathe in pizza. No, that's a lot of cheese.
That's a lot of cheese.
Yeah, that's a lot of cheese, but I still like pizza.
Cheesy nuts? I don't know about that.
I don't know. Yeah, nah.
Unless you're gonna eat it off me.
We're recording a podcast, guys. Jesus Christ. No sexual innuendos. Parents are listening. Well,
I hope not.
Oh, man.
This is the place where your little babies go to die. Not to say that we execute babies, but we're not saying that either. So
Fair enough.
no toddlers for a reason.
We can't give them too much closure.
No. Can't spiel out too much information.
Of course, we can't snitch on ourselves. What's the matter with us?
No.
Can't do that.
I've listened to enough true crime podcasts where I know not to leak out too much information. Don't say too much shit. Why are you doing that?
Where's your cover?
She don't put it on.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, John, it's your week. Let's go.
It is. I'm ready.
Let's get it. I'm ready for this. I'm
I
excited.
decided to do an audible.
Oh.
Yeah. I figured since Jay, I'm not going to say what the other topic was, but since Jay said that he had some things, or I think he said he had some things he could say about the topic, so I'd rather wait till everyone's back.
Okay.
I guess, spoiler alert, Jay is not here today. But I wanted to wait till everyone was here so that way we don't have to do like a part 2 or something.
Alright.
Fair enough.
I don't think we'll want to do a part 2.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so what's the audible?
What's the audible?
I did an audible.
What's the audible?
I just want to talk about like weird shit.
Like what?
Like weird habits that we have.
Like what?
Let him finish. Maybe he'll explain it.
It's gonna kind of like bounce around, but
Oh, sorry, I haven't played the Wordly. I've been busy at work.
You're good.
Finn
You
will place
both nudged
Wordly
me.
out there.
You both nudged me
yo,
at the same time.
Match.
Link it.
Match
Link it.
Yes, I will put it in the description. Play us. Well, play them too. I'm ass at that shit. I'm not even gonna lie.
We have a fairly close score.
I think I'm like 7 guesses above you, and I'm down by like 4 points.
You only have that bad streak because you've had a couple where you were like really close to guessing, but you didn't get the word.
Dude, that shit
like a letter
pisses me off, bro. That shit pisses me off. It was one that I did today, and I think I put like what did I put? I think I put like rec or something like that, and I got like 4 of the letters. I was like, I bet I had 2 more guesses. I was like, alright, let's figure out what words do have the last like whatever letters.
Purple.
Got the shit wrong. I was like, fuck.
Yeah. I saw it and I was like, oh damn, he struck out. Let's go. But anyway,
Just like you and MLB The Show.
oh yeah, I'm straight ass.
Yeah,
now.
no, we're bad
straight
at the
ass.
game. We're bad at the game.
I don't play that enough to even be good, but you know, it's neither here. It's really just to fulfill my baseball desires because I want to go out and throw a baseball so bad, but I don't have a baseball and I don't have a mitt.
Yeah, we need to buy mitts. We have to buy gloves.
I've been looking on some on Amazon, but that is neither here nor there. back to what I was saying. I'll kind of, I guess, narrow situations for each thing, and we can go off of that. So I'll start with like podcasts. Do you guys do anything like weird with podcasts?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Okay, so I listen to a lot of true crime podcasts.
Yeah.
Same here.
And I'm not a psychopath, I promise. I'm not a psychopath.
Sure about that?
Not in a violent sense, I guess.
Oh, God.
But every time I'm hearing like whatever the case is, I always go and look up photos of that case. Mainly,
I don't feel like that's weird.
a lot of the times I try and find if there's like any photos of like the
I got your
victims.
word.
Because I think it all started because I got interested in the Emmett Till stuff.
Yeah.
And you can go and find photos of his body.
I do
that
that
shit
too.
is fucked up.
I look up when it's real stuff. I look it up.
Yeah. But like I specifically look for like the victims' bodies if there's any pictures of that.
Because they do describe it, so you kind of want to see what they're talking about.
It's not in the sense that like, you know, I get pleasure out of seeing it. I'm just like really curious because like one of the podcasts I listen to, they just kind of describe it, but like they don't do like, well, I mean it's detail, but like you can't really picture it because they'll just be like their face was mangled or something, and it's like, okay, well, how mangled is mangled here? Like,
Oh, is it the it's the one that you showed me?
Yeah.
On Spotify. Yeah.
like
I
they'll
have
just
not listened to it. I think that first episode just turned me off because the voices were just weird.
the dude's voice is good. The girl it's just she kind of ruins it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But anyway,
Why both of us burping?
I don't know, man.
Because y'all crazy.
I really gotta get something out of me. But
Jesus.
again, I don't get like pleasure or anything. It's not like I mean, I kind of enjoy doing it, but it's not like it's not in a like psycho way. I'm just curious of what the bodies actually look like. So I always look up pictures of the bodies. There's one, I think it's called what was it called? I think it's like the Trunk Murders or something like that. And this girl killed, I think, 2 or 3 women, and then cut their bodies up and stuffed them in like these suitcases and stuff on a train. And there's pictures you can find of the bodies, and it's just like, damn. I mean, she had help from a doctor who she was plowing, but
Of course.
or apparently everyone was plowing them. The doctor actually.
Oh.
It was 2 girls. Yeah, because it was like this weird love triangle thing that happened, and it's a long story. It's a long story. I don't have the details.
What the fuck?
She kills the 2 girls. She claimed it was in self-defense, and then the dude found out and was like, "All right, I'm gonna dismember the bodies for you, and then you go to like California and like dump them off somewhere." And she was walking around with bodies and trunks and shit. Look it up at viewer discretion advised if you're gonna go look that shit up.
Of course.
It's real people, so be advised. But that's something I do with like true crime podcasts and stuff.
Okay.
If there's,
That's what I do too. I look stuff up.
is
I
it?
like to learn more about it.
But do you like just look up general stuff?
I look up more about it if they don't say something in it.
What do you mean?
Like, they don't say the correct place. Like, they just substitute a place. I look up the place.
So you look up like general stuff about it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Because I specifically always look up the bodies. That's something I always do. I don't really give a shit where it happened. But
And I was just giving an example.
if they're like, this dude was found like, they found like a headless body in a cornfield, I'm like looking up the dude's name. I'm like, victim's body in the cornfield.
Victim's body, cornfield.
Just trying to see if I can find a picture of it.
Okay.
So I guess to make it simpler, you look up the the filling gaps of information. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair.
Okay.
What about you? You do anything weird?
With
You reenact it.
Yep. You want to know what I do? I get Kate now.
Subjected him to some murders.
Yep. We I tell him we use the ketchup, and I say, hey, you gotta eat the ketchup, and then squirt it all over the place. Just
Make it look like a murder scene.
Playing real life Clue.
That would be dope, though.
That would be
real
fun.
life Clue.
That would be fun.
I've always wanted to, but it's very complicated to figure it out.
I wouldn't doubt it.
But as you were saying,
that was a joke, everybody. I'm just saying that was a joke. That was a joke. Jesus. Shoot, man. It's not really like podcasting, but like whenever I watch like a Wendigoon video, if it's like about a mystery or something like that.
You mean Wendigo?
No, his name's Wendigoon.
Oh, gotcha. You told me about him.
yeah.
So like whenever I watch a video on that, I love his uncle, like drunk uncle talking vibes that he has. Cause that's what he says in one of his videos. He literally says he literally says like, if you like my drunk conspiracy uncle ramblings about this, then continue to watch the video.
The only way I can describe him is he always looks like he's annoyed to be doing it. Like it's become a chore now, and now he's like, oh, fuck, I gotta do this damn crap. Okay, here I go, starting the video. Alright, here's the bullshit. Subscribe, okay. I digress.
But like whenever like I watch that, I do like look up a little bit more about what happened. Because I'm like, oh, this is...
Oh, so you do like a deeper dive?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though he already does like a very, very good deep dive of it, I'm like, oh, okay, well, let's see if there's anything else I'm missing here. Or like I look up like more articles based on that stuff. Because there was like...
Or like any missing theories that he doesn't dive into?
Yeah. Because like there's... the one that he just posted was about the... oh my god, what was it called? Oh, who was it? The Yuba County 5.
Oh, yeah.
I looked up articles on that, and then there's one that he posted about like a year or two ago. It's called "The Boys on the Tracks," and that one's really interesting.
Boys on the tracks, boys on the tracks, boys on the tracks.
They're dead.
Yeah.
They're dead.
Yeah.
Boys on the tracks, they're dead.
There were some kids on a track. I don't know what their name is.
But they're
They
dead.
died.
But they're dead. I'm alive, but I'm dead.
But yeah, so like I do that type of stuff and just go a little bit deeper, or like look up other sources about it and stuff like that. Because like some of that stuff is just like interesting. It's like, oh wow, well this happened. That's crazy.
That's why I listen to the True podcast stuff, because it's all like, it's real stuff. So it's like, wow, it's interesting that people like. For me, it's sometimes really hard to figure out how these like murderers get to the conclusion of killing someone in the scenarios that they're in, and I'm like, you couldn't think of any other resolve to this situation?
Nope. Everyone has to die.
One of them, this dude was just a player, so he likes sleeping with women, and he slept with one girl. She thought that they were in love, but obviously he wasn't, so she wanted to marry him, and he was like, alright, we'll marry, but under fake names. And I'm like, okay, that's weird.
You're weird.
Then he gets her pregnant, and he's like, crap, well, we can't have you be pregnant, so we gotta fix this. So they tried to abort, like he tried to do the abortion himself. I don't think it worked, or it worked and it was like really bad, and then he was like, crap, well, obviously the only situation now is I have to kill her.
You, yeah.
I'm like,
kill her
dude,
now.
what? I'm like, if you want to be a player, just dump her. Like, I understand it was like back during like the 1900s, and you know that kind of activity is a little more scandalous and shit. So like, you're gonna get a little more lashback. But I think if you move to a different, you know, city, you'll be fine.
You'll be fine, and I think you'll be straight.
No, he's like, well, I knocked her up, did a shitty abortion, we're fake married.
Now I gotta kill her.
I guess I gotta kill her.
Bro.
Just gotta offer.
Just offer, man. Dope.
Some weird. We're not trying to influence anyone.
Yeah, but not. I don't want to.
No, I was doing a Harry Potter thing.
I do not want this.
I was doing the Harry Potter thing.
Yeah, but you're a woman, and there could be a weeb, and then they hear your voice, and they're like, "Oh, if I kill someone, she's gonna like let me nut."
But so I guess with your podcast stuff, you like the true ones and like that are like just front back, like this is what happened, details, this is what happened. I like the unusual type of shit.
Well, I listen to one with the unusual shit too. It's just he only uploads twice a week, so
Mr. Ballin.
I have days where I need to fill, and
Mr.
I've already
Ballin.
listened to all of his episodes, so I'm like, shit, I gotta find something else.
Yeah.
I don't know is there like a mystery podcast? Because I know they have an unsolved murders thing too.
Yeah.
But I don't really feel like hopping between 3 different podcasts.
I know Mr. Ballin has a podcast.
Yeah, I
like
listen
longer
to it.
episodes. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I listen to that shit. It's just he only uploads twice a week.
Yeah.
So on those, because when he uploads, I listen to that shit immediately, and then I have nothing else to do with him.
It's the exact same thing with Wendigoon, bro. It's the exact same. As soon as he uploads, I bet.
It's like watching a TV show and you're caught up with all the episodes, and then the new one drops. You watch that shit immediately, and then you're like, shit, I got nothing else to do for like the rest of the week. I gotta find something else.
Like no cap. Like I've listened to some of Wendigoon's episodes, like just again and again. Cause like I literally sometimes know when a joke's coming up, and I'm like, oh yeah. And I just say the fucking joke out loud. I'm like,
recall the punchline.
I listen to this dude too much.
Beating him to the punchline. This is my joke, bitch.
Oh man.
But I like the mystery stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't found a lot of podcasts or another podcast that like does them good.
Yeah.
Because like Mr. Ballin is the shit.
Goated.
He's the GOAT, bro.
He's goated.
I love his shit.
I love his shit too, bro. It's fine.
And then the only thing I've ever found that was like close enough to him was that the murder podcast. But the only thing that sucks about that is since I know that it's solved murders, it's pretty. I've gotten to the point where I can like pretty much tell who the murderer is by the time we get to the next episode on the topic.
Yeah.
So it kind of sucks because then I'm like, well, obviously this person killed him. But I'd love to try and find another mystery one.
It's not a podcast, but Lazy Masquerade is pretty good.
What was that, YouTube?
Yeah.
I haven't watched YouTube in so long. I used to watch it like religiously.
I only watch YouTube. That's why I know so much about that shit. That's like exactly why I know so much about like the mystery, like YouTube mysteries and stuff like that. So I'm like, wow.
I'm sorry.
That's the only thing.
Big yawn. Well, I guess moving on. Is there anything that you at least either did in the past or still do, like any like weird nighttime thing that you would do? Like if you would purposely listen to scary videos before you go to sleep. You didn't do anything weird? No?
No.
Interesting.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to believe coming from you, but
I didn't do nothing weird going to bed.
I'm just saying at night.
No.
No.
Interesting. I
went to sleep.
had my own shit.
What was your shit, bro?
I wouldn't, well, okay, this was back when I was like in high school, so I wouldn't go to bed till like 1, 2 in the morning, and I would spend the entire night, I would just go down a rabbit hole of something on YouTube, because I used to watch a lot of YouTube in high school, so I would find a random video, and then I would just spiral down a rabbit hole, and then for like 4 hours I'm watching videos exclusively on this one thing, and I just soak up a shit ton of useless knowledge about that one thing for no reason at all. One time I was watching just a shit ton of videos about the Voyager, both 1 and 2, and I was just for probably up till like 2 or 3 in the morning, I was just watching videos on the Voyager and just wondering about what the hell it's gonna see or come in contact with in the future.
Yeah, that's right.
I saw the last image that it sent to Earth, and it's wild, almost eerie in a way, but it's wild. It's called the Blue Dot. It's the last image of the Voyager, and the little blue dot in the picture is Earth, and it's like it's like a pixel size.
Hold up, the blue dot photo.
It's just gonna show a blue background.
Come on.
You okay over there?
Okay. Yeah, it's a split background. Is that
Okay.
it?
Yeah, that little white speck you see in the line in the middle.
Yeah.
That's Earth.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
How far is that shit?
That picture was taken when it was in interstellar space.
Holy shit. This was 1990. It's been 33 years, bro.
I think this year it's either this year or it was last year where the Voyager 1 ran out of power.
Damn.
So either it was either last year or this year that we're not going to be able to communicate with it anymore.
Jesus Christ.
And then Voyager 2 is in some other direction.
Huh. That's wild.
But watching that stuff, I pretty much learned how to decode the golden disc that they put on the Voyager. Well, I don't really remember all of it, but I know all of it is mathematical based, and it's all equations to play the disc on a certain frequency. So some frequencies relay the sounds that are recorded on it. Others will, like the wavelengths will draw out images. So if an alien finds it and can, I guess, do math, they'll be able to hear the recordings of all the languages. I think it's recordings of like the oceans and animals.
Oh, wow.
Then they have like images of people and animals and stuff. And it's just a bunch of shit on the disc that if another intelligent life form knows how to do math, they'll be able to solve it.
Shoot.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah. I didn't do this before I went to bed, but I did do this a lot. It was like maybe 2 years ago, something like that. It was when I was applying for the firefighter stuff. And to get my mind prepared for like what I would see and stuff like that, I literally would just
set your house on fire. Straight blaze.
Yes, complete arson. I do complete arson.
You gotta get used to the fire.
No. And they're inside too, so I have to go rescue them.
Yeah, you gotta get used to the flames, man.
Yes. I would I'd go on like Reddit compilations of like police scary stories or like shit like that, or like EMT type stuff, and just listen to the way that they described some scenes that they had and stuff. Like I think one of them was like a car crash, and the passenger had her feet on the dash.
It's just screaming disaster already.
Yeah, and the I can't think of what
airbag.
The airbag went off. There's nothing stopping that airbag.
Yeah,
dude, her legs were like that. I'm like, oh my god.
I saw a video of a truck driver who was, or someone in a truck, and their feet were on the dash, and they get into an accident, and the airbag just blows their legs back, and just their knees completely gone.
Yep.
I'm like, dude, why would you be sitting like that?
Yep. That's why I don't allow people to have their feet on on my dash. Cause
Well, I don't like
want
feet,
that
so
shit
I
to
don't.
happen.
I don't like
That's
to
true,
look
too.
into my side mirror and see feet. Well, I will say this, since the topic is weird stuff. Was there anything weird you guys did as a kid? Because as a kid, and I'm talking like before double digits kid, I was obsessed with my feet. Real shit.
What the fuck, dude?
I don't know what it was. I guess the only way I could describe it is it was comforting.
You know what? I got something too. When I was a kid, before I went to bed, I had a bunch of pillows, like a lot of pillows.
Just pillows.
And it was just a bunch of pillows, and I don't know why the hell I did this. I had a bunk bed, so it was like one half this way and the top half was going
What'd you have
across.
a bunk bed for?
Huh?
What'd you have a bunk bed for?
I don't fucking know. I just had a bunk bed, man. I don't freaking know. My parents just got me a fucking
Did you
bunk
share
bed,
a room
man.
with anyone?
No. I just had a bunk bed. I just had a bunk bed. But
Jesus.
so I would sleep on the bottom, and I don't know why I felt really uncomfortable with having the lower half of the bed exposed and stuff. So I'd use my pillows and make a wall to like block off, to like it would be like maybe like a foot wall just of pillows, and then I'd fall asleep. And I'd feel so safe. Like, they can't see me. I'm straight.
So,
they can't do
was your bunk
nothing.
bed like one bed was facing, like, I'll say widthways, and then the other was facing lengthways?
Yeah.
Okay, me and Jay had a bunk bed situation like that.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah. It always kind of made me upset because, like, he would sleep on the bottom bed.
Obviously.
And he had, like, the shelves and stuff next to him, and I was on the top and I didn't have jack shit.
Yeah.
I had a roof by my face. Bah. But yeah, we had
can't think of anything.
You never weird as a kid?
I mean, I was weird, but I can't think.
Yeah, I did that. This isn't weird. This is more tragic. This is honestly more tragic.
Okay.
I'd play with my sister's hamster, and
I remember you killed, what was it, 2 of them?
I killed 2 of them. The first one, he was in the hamster ball, and I was like, I want to help him play. Fucking yeeted the ball across the house. Oh my god! Yeah, he died.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That was bad.
I was pretending I had a spa day and I mixed things together that I had in the bathroom.
I love it.
Like baby powder.
Shampoo and conditioner had to be in there.
Yeah, I was. And then there was soap, and then there was probably lotion in there.
What would you do? Rub it like on your body or?
On my like feet.
Oh my god.
And I think I did it on my mom's feet.
Oh.
It was like a spa day, so I was pretending
You put
I
your
was.
mom in.
She was okay with that?
too.
Yeah.
Did she ever ask what you were rubbing on her?
I told her what was in it.
Did you see her face glow up? Like, I told you what was in it.
And then I also put baby oil in there too.
Golly.
She was okay with this?
Yeah.
I would have got my ass whooped.
You weren't doing spa day. You were a chemist over there.
A little bit.
I had this weird thing.
Oh, I had a Sharpie, and I had like those half like body mannequins because the ones you could play with their hair.
A doll?
Like it's kind of like a doll, but it's like it's big, so you can actually start like braiding the hair.
Like the
styrofoam things?
like the
like
the mannequin heads?
it's kind of like that, but it's
Okay.
for like kids, and they actually have like the half their shoulders.
like the heads that hairdressers used to practice on.
Kind of like that, but it's
Okay,
for like
that's the
kids.
only thing I can assume.
Yeah.
It is like that, but it's for kids. And
So like a Barbie?
yeah,
I think Barbie had one of those, right?
I think so.
it's like a
Maybe,
Barbie
I'm
half
not sure.
that like
Yeah, like the Barbie hairdresser thing.
Yeah.
It was on
Yeah.
her head.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
And I got a Sharpie and started coloring all over it.
Oh, the hair or everything?
The face.
Everything, the boobs, the face.
Oh, the boobs. I'm glad it came with boobs.
She gave her blackface.
Let me see.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Let's see if I can find it. It's like something like this.
Hey, I mean, it's a kid. I can't be mad about. Oh,
That's a black screen. Oh yeah.
yeah.
It's like
yeah,
one of those.
Damn, you're drawing on titties.
A little bit.
She was signing titties, bro.
It's kind of like this one.
She was a rapper. She was signing bitches' titties.
It was kind of like this one.
Ah.
You can move the hands.
Yeah.
I had a weird thing when I would play with my toys. I don't know why I started this or why I continued to do this, but I would be playing with my toys, and if I had to go to the bathroom, like if I had to go poo, I would hold that shit. I guess in my brain it was like every time I played with my toys it was like an episode or a movie. So I can't get up in the middle of an episode or movie. So I gotta hold that shit in, and I gotta finish whatever storyline I was doing. I gotta finish. I'd do that. I would have, I had this old radio, and I had like a bunch of CDs and stuff. So I'd like make a soundtrack. It was funny. But I don't know why I decided I made a vow to myself to not go to the bathroom if I'm playing with my toys.
Don't know.
It was weird. But I remember I'd be playing with my toys, and then if like, it was starting to push out because I was waiting too long, I would like stop everything and I'd be like, gotta hold it in. And as soon as I feel like I'm good again, I'm like, alright, I can go back
Maybe
to
that's why you have stomach issues.
God.
I got years of shit.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yes. You're gonna die like Da Vinci did.
I'm more surprised that I never got constipated as a kid doing that.
You probably did, just didn't realize it.
No, because I would shit. After I was done playing my toys, I'd be in there. But
Or maybe that's why it takes you so long and why you have to hold it in till you get home.
because I'm not done playing my toys.
You trained yourself from a young age.
I wish I knew what I was doing before I started doing it.
Oh man. Oh goodness.
What else?
When I was younger, I think every kid did this.
We'll see.
When you were playing outside like a football or something, you'd be in your head like, oh, he's down to the 30, the 20, the 10,
No,
touchdown, shit like that. No. Or like the.
To be fair, I only did that with basketball.
Yeah, with basketball, yeah, that's what I don't know why football came to my mind, but it's like 3, 2, 1. Oh, and he missed. But 5 seconds of Madison got back on the clock.
I only started doing that when we moved down here and started hanging out with you because I never had a basketball hoop as a kid.
Fair enough.
And no one in my neighborhood did.
Fair
Or I think someone did, but like no one played basketball.
Back then. I used to do that.
I had a basketball and no hoop.
Huh? No.
I wanted to dribble.
You know what? That's okay.
She was practicing her dribble and passing skills, no shooting.
No shit.
She will not score a single point, but she'll get the assist.
I did. I had a little basket.
You said you didn't have a hoop.
I didn't have a hoop.
Yeah,
You mean I didn't have a basket? Like on the floor?
You would use
So
a
you shooting it in the
basket.
trash
You
cans?
shooting
You
it
playing
in the
trash
trash?
ball?
Yeah.
Playing basketball with a basketball. That's so wild.
Yeah.
Did you say Kobe every time you shot it?
No.
Oh, you gotta say Kobe whenever you shoot.
Kobe.
When I shoot something down. Hey, no.
I didn't say nothing.
See, that might just got us canceled.
I didn't say nothing.
Yeah, sure.
Speaking of that, have you ever seen that video? This dude's playing GTA, and he looks around and he sees a helicopter coming down, and it hits into like a tree or something and explodes, and he goes, "Oh shit, Kobe!" Oh fuck! I was like, "Oh my god!" He's like, "Oh shit, Kobe!" Oh, I'm canceled. I wish I knew what that video was called. It was so funny.
Oh my god.
Oh shit, I'm canceled.
Shit, Kobe. Oh, I'm done, guys.
I felt instantly relatable to it because it sounded like just an instinct thing for him to say, and then as soon as he said it, he realized it. He was like, "Ah, shit, damn." Well, that's it, boys. We gotta wrap it up now.
I'm done. GG's, guys.
GG.
Appreciate all my supporters. I'm out.
I used to play with the mud a lot too. I was definitely a dirt kid.
I played out. I was more grass. I played in the grass a lot.
I was just pretty much anything that got me down and dirty. I'd dig for worms. I
dig for worms. I used to get worms and I'd run into my brother's face. Because he didn't like worms.
I brought the worms to my mom.
Oh yeah, your mom don't like bugs.
Well, she never freaked out, but she would always be like, "That's nice. Now go put it back outside." And I'd be like, "I'm gonna go find more."
Oh my god, this isn't a childhood
I used to get
thing.
worms, and I get so many, I put them in my hand, and then I run into my brother because he didn't like them, and he was like, "Ew!" Well, he didn't sound like a girl, but you know, you get the gist.
Well, if you're young enough, you might.
Yeah. And I love finding worms.
You just like slimy things between your fingers.
Stop.
I'm just saying, people play with slime and shit.
I'm the bug begoner at work. There was a wasp, I caught it with 2 cups. There was a cricket, I caught it with my hand. And I
We
released
had
them both.
oh, what the fuck was it? It wasn't a squirrel.
Squirrel.
Rat.
It wasn't a rat either. I remember when, and this is a tangent off topic.
We got a bird
We had
stuck
a
in
pet
that thing.
mouse. We had a pet mouse in my room, and my dad didn't know about it. So she came to my room one day. We were doing something. I think we were moving the bed around or something. And looks to his left. There's a cage, little mice. He's like, "There's a mice in there! Why is there a rat in here?" I'm like, "Oh my god, Dad!" I'm like, "Dad, no."
How long was it
stop."
there before he found out?
Shit, maybe like 6 months.
Dude, how do you...
It doesn't come. It didn't come into my room much. So I was like, it was just like.
Did you get food for the thing?
Yeah.
How does he not notice people are going out to a pet store to get food for it?
I don't know. I never noticed. Literally, he just came in my room. We were doing something. I vividly remember this because it was fucking hilarious. I'm sitting at my door and I just see him freaking out.
I tried to hold in that laugh and it went.
I just see him. He just turns around. He's freaking out. I'm like, "Dad, chill."
I had a mouse one time, but it died. I didn't really care about it.
Hey, what did we say about that?
I said chill.
Oh, I thought you said kill again.
No, I said chill.
Yeah, I had a mouse, but I didn't care about it, and it died. I found it inside, like, the little hide thing, all crawled up and dead, and I was like,
my god.
meh. I was like, oh well. Sucks to suck, bro.
We had some hamsters, and
we went through
mother,
the hamster stage too.
Yeah.
I never had a
The
hamster.
mother got out.
I had a
of the cage.
rabbit.
Oh, you had one with babies?
Yes.
Oh.
The mother got out of the cage, and we didn't know where the fuck she was for like I think a week or 2. We're fucking washing our clothes and shit, putting the clothes in the dryer, and we hear like little nibbling or some shit. Move the fucking dryer. The fucking mother's right there. I'm like, how the fuck did it get behind the dryer and not die? This past week.
Yeah.
It was wild. I was like,
I feel like hamsters are notorious for that. Jay had one that got out, and then we couldn't find that shit for like a week. We moved his bed, and we had like this like radiator vent thing. It was really small, but it was like right next to his bed, and he moved it a little bit, and we see a little fuzzy white ass, and he's like, "Holy shit!" And we're like, "The fucking hamster's still fucking alive, dude? There hasn't been food on the floor in like months. How's he surviving?" Then I had a hamster. That motherfucker got out. We never found that motherfucker again.
God damn.
He was gone.
Damn.
Some of us speculate that one of our dogs ate him, but it's never been conclusive.
Speaking of that, with the hamsters and her having the babies, we left one day to get some. I think we left to go to PetSmart or something, and the hamster had just had the babies. We get back, we see Pepper, we see my old dog Pepper. She's just chilling, laying down. We're like, okay, cool. Go upstairs. See 2 of the little motherfuckers on the fucking floor. One dead, one alive, guts hanging out. I'm like, fucking Pepper got to the goddamn ham. How the fuck she get to the hamsters, man? How did she get to the hamsters?
One of my hamsters killed himself.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That one was a shared one between me and Jay, and of course everyone knows they're nocturnal and they make a shit ton of noise at night.
Yes.
So I'm like, bump this, I can't sleep with this motherfucker in here. So we go and put it on the kitchen table so that way we don't have to listen to it be annoying. And it managed to pop the top off of like its long or tall ass tower it had, and it tried to get out. I guess it fell and hit its head on the fucking table or something. I don't know, but it broke its fucking neck and was dead. The next morning, our dog was playing with the dead body, just throwing the shit around, having a grand old time.
Well,
That shit
okay
was
then.
wild.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, it was after that one we were like, okay, it's a collective decision. We will never buy another hamster. Because this is obviously not it.
Bro, hamster coming in endgame, dude.
Yeah, dude straight off himself, bro.
God.
Straight off himself. We were never good with hamsters.
Oh my god.
Never good.
This motherfucker got that little motherfucker got the fucking ghost of the other two, and we're like, get the fuck out of here. He's like, I gotta get out of here, man. I'm gonna die anyway. Might as well get this Kermit.
In a way, I'm glad.
God.
In a way, I'm glad because I hate nocturnal animals that make noise.
Yep.
See, we got a snake, but she don't make no noise. I mean, sometimes her fat ass will get on, like, move her fucking, like, little
Hide.
tree stump that she has, and it'll bang against the glass, and then I'll wake up like, what the fuck was that? It's someone trying to kill us, but it's just her fat ass. But she doesn't make constant noise. A fucking hamster drives you insane because it goes on the goddamn wheel.
I had
does,
a hermit crab, and it would do that. It would hit against the thing.
My cousin had a hermit crab.
We had hermit crabs at one point. We were a house. We were a fucking zoo. we were.
I
A zoo.
understand that.
We were a zoo. 100%.
We had a turtle at one point.
We had 4 in our quart pond in the backyard. I think you remember that.
One of the we had I think just one, and he got out, and I think my dog ate him.
Yeah. Your dogs are fucking wild, bro. Your dogs were wild.
No, we had a Malamute, and it's just a big ass husky. So if it sees something moving, it's gonna put it in its mouth. Like when I had my rabbit, it kept trying to fuck with the rabbit.
Yes, and
but
your
the
rabbit
rabbit's
stood his ground.
It's a lot bigger than a fucking hamster. So he was like, "All right, bitch, come at me. I'm gonna bust your shit open." He would go and hide underneath like furniture and shit.
Yeah.
And the damn dog would just be sniffing like, how the hell the motherfucker get under there? And he's just looking back at the way he came in like, fuck motherfucker, try my shit. Come on, come here. And then as soon as the dog would walk away, he'd poke his head out and be like, all right, let's go.
Oh man.
But yeah, we was a zoo too. We had a bird, or my mom had a bird.
I remember that.
Evil motherfucker.
We took care of him for a little bit.
Yeah, that was an evil motherfucker.
Bird, rabbit, bunny.
The sugar gliders are nocturnal too.
I'm always
Those
sugar
motherfuckers,
glider.
they bark. Did you guys know that? Sugar gliders bark.
I don't even know where you can acquire one.
We got this shit at the Pendergrass flea market. It's a big ass flea market.
Why don't you just sell them?
Alexis won't. She wants them.
Oh.
She wants them. Yeah, they bark at night. And they were right by my room for like 2 months. I wanted to shoot myself.
In a way, I feel like that's not too big of like an adjustment for you because you already have yappers that bark when the wind blows.
Yeah, but
So-
it's weird because it's like you don't expect them to make noise or anything like that, but you just hear them going on the wheel. They're fucking climbing around, so like every time they fly to the thing, it's like you hear a dude like the chains rattle for a second, and they just fucking you just hear the chains rattle for a second, and then like art. I'm like, what the fuck is that, man, dude?
Fucking demon, bro.
Them and the goddamn guinea pigs, man.
You still have those too?
Yes. When Savannah had 2 of them, Alexis now has 2 of them. They're nocturnal. They're fucking annoying as shit.
Yeah. I mean, those are essentially big ass hamsters.
I hated them.
I'm assuming Alexis wants to keep those two.
Yeah. Yeah. She was gonna. I'm telling you, like, dude, Savannah's was worse. Savannah's was worse. I'm not even gonna lie. At least with Alexis, hers is on the table. It's fine. They're not near us, so we're good. Savannah's were on the floor, so my dogs could get to them. We had to keep the door shut at all times. She would let them on her bed and all that shit.
Yeah, they should.
She brought them out one time. Like, literally just brought them out. I was like, why are you bringing them out into the kitchen right now? We're cooking food. What is wrong?
Yeah,
what are you doing?
That's nasty.
I'm like, no.
I would let my rabbit out, but, you know, I'd always watch him and shit.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't go in the kitchen because he couldn't.
It's loud.
No, he couldn't walk on the tile.
How?
I guess
They're
nails?
claws. The nails.
Claws, nails?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the claws. I think because they have so much. They don't have what's it called? You know how a dog's foot is like
Padding.
rough.
Padded, yeah.
It's just straight fur down there for rabbits. So they just be sliding all over the tile, and he couldn't get a grip, so he's just like starfishing, trying to get back to somewhere where he can walk. But it was funny because he would always like go right to the edge, look at it, and be like, damn it, can't get through that way. We had like a perfect setup back in our old house. It was like the right side was complete carpet, and then from the entryway till the living room was all hardwood. So it wasn't like carpet from, I guess it was kind of like our play area to the living room. There wasn't like a carpet connection there. So the bunny literally couldn't get to the other side of the house, so it was good.
Yeah.
We didn't have to worry about it wandering off too much, but it was just hilarious watching him like sniff at the ground, look at it, and he's like, damn it. Then he'd go to the other side. Shit. He'd just keep going back and forth like, God damn, there's gotta be a way out of here. He was a good bunny though. I miss him.
Spaz.
He was the boy. He was the boy.
Yeah.
Is there anything weird you guys do now?
Is there anything I do weird now?
I asked you.
I don't know.
What's weird to you might be normal to her.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard to think because, you know, we've been living together, so anything that maybe I found weird, I've become used to it now,
yeah,
so
yeah.
now it's not weird. That's a tough one to think about. Hold on a minute. I gotta do some deep inquiries here.
Nice.
This is hard. Is there anything I do weird?
How loud you yell at the game.
I don't think that's weird. I think that just scares her.
Skin.
Is there anything weird you do, KJ?
Trying to think from my sister's mindset because she thinks almost every damn thing I do is weird.
No, she thinks everything you do is white. But yet
Yeah.
your whole family is white.
Yeah.
Hypocritical.
Hypocritical assheads.
It's so hard to think about, like, the present. Gotta do, like, deep reflections here, man. I guess the only thing I could say that's weird for you is the level of comfort you have in the bathroom. Like you can go to the bathroom and I'll be cooking and you'll just
Full on conversation, yeah.
straight be talking to me.
Hi.
I'm like, didn't you say you have to take a shit?
Like I'm taking a shit.
Do your thing. You don't
I
gotta
don't
talk to me about it.
I don't care.
That's the only thing I could say that's I guess, weird. Although I'm used to it now.
I think it's weird that I can't come in when you're taking a shit.
Well, that or if I'm peeing.
Yeah, I don't get it. Pee shy?
It's just, I don't like it. I need my me time.
That's our me time.
I don't get it.
Why are you messing with your phone?
I've got dog hair on it.
That adds character.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. No.
Man. Jesus.
You struggling, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
I struggle
I've been getting into like a routine of, and I'm getting into like a really good routine. So I'm trying to think of shit that I did that maybe like was weird before I start the routine or anything like that. Cause like immediately when I get home, I take a shower, meditate, work out, and then go to bed.
Yeah, that's pretty weird. You have a schedule. That's weird.
What the?
That's weird.
Schedule.
I'll be right back. I gotta go check the chicken.
It's default.
Go chase.
Nice. That's good.
Sorry about that.
You good? You good? You good?
It's just chicken water.
Yep.
Don't mind me.
You good? You good? Oh, okay. This isn't really weird for my. I'm gonna go back to the childhood thing.
Okay.
I don't know why I would do this, but like whenever me and my sister would ever get in trouble for anything, or like if my sister ever got in trouble or anything like that, I'd always like try to take the fall and take the blame for it so she didn't get in trouble and I would. I have no clue why I did. Like with everything.
That's humble.
With everything. You could ask my mom, like with everything. I'd be like, no, it's not her fault, it's mine, it's mine. Punish me, it's okay. Alexis, you'll be fine. I do that type of stuff.
Damn, so when she got pregnant, you were like, it's my fault?
No. I said when I was a kid, you motherfucker. Kid.
Now he just throws her under the bus.
Yeah.
Heard about Caden being born, and he was like, this is all her fucking shit.
Her fucking
I
fault.
mean, well, you ought to do something about this one over here, ma.
Hey, get your son, bro.
Get that ass.
Yeah, no, I don't know why I would do that, but like every single time I'd like try to keep her out of trouble.
I was the opposite. I wasn't necessarily a snitch, but I was a observe and learn kind of kid.
Yeah.
So I'd see what they were getting away with and what they weren't getting away with, and I was like, alright, I'll keep a mental note. And then if shit hit the fan, I was like, yo, this motherfucker over here. What's this motherfucker?
Did.
Like if they came over and they said like, you know, who ate fruit snacks or something, I'd be like, check Jay's room. You know, go check Jay's room. Which, you know, Jay was bad with the food.
He still is.
He was way worse. He was way worse.
How worse?
As a kid, dude, it was bad.
I had food too in my room. I hated it. I would
I
go
did it.
down when my dad goes to sleep. I would go downstairs and I'd be very quiet. Open the door, put it in my pocket,
Oh yeah.
and run back upstairs.
Yeah, you had to. Yeah.
That's what Jay would do, but he wasn't very
Sneaky
slick
about
about it. And the only what was bad is that he had a hiding spot, but he never changed it. So anytime my parents were like, okay, if we got like a thing of Oreos and we all ate Oreos that night, we'd go to sleep, we'd wake up, next morning, no Oreos. So my dad, knowing damn well who took the Oreos, he'd call us all in and be like, who took the Oreos? And of course, you know, me, I'm the innocent, lovely baby child. And you know,
the youngest baby.
I was like, I ain't do shit. I didn't even want no damn Oreos. I just want to go play with my toys. So, you know, everyone else would be dismissed. He'd look at Jay and he'd be like, where's the Oreos? And Jay'd be like, I don't know. I didn't have them. And my dad would be like, just tell me where the Oreos are. He's like, I don't know. I didn't eat them. And he's like, okay, stay out here. My dad would go into his room, look behind his bed, find the goddamn Oreos, go back to him, be like, why the hell were these in your goddamn room? Now Jay starts breaking down because he thinks he's gonna get his ass beat, and my dad is less mad now that he took the Oreos and is more mad that he is lying about the Oreos.
That's fair.
That was, I would say that was probably the crutch of Jay, is that my dad rarely got mad at what he was doing, and it was more about
that he was lying.
lying about everything.
Yeah.
And it was really bad because it was
makes
so
sense.
obvious that it was him. It was like blatantly obvious. It was like walking in on a dude who like just you watched him slit a girl's throat, and then you're like, why did you murder that girl? And
It's like,
I didn't murder him. And then when you pick up the knife and you're like, this is your knife, and then they start breaking down like they're gonna die. It's like, we already knew that you did it. Why did you lie?
Yeah.
That was the biggest thing. My parents hated when Jade lied, and he did it a lot, and it pissed my dad off.
I'd say, has he gotten better at that?
No.
Not really.
No. Well, he doesn't try it as much as he did as a kid.
Good.
As a kid, he was so bad. He would lie about everything. It was so stupid. Half the shit, like, it wasn't even worth lying about. Because, like, it's not like telling the truth would have changed the outcome. Like, the results were already done. If we had, like, puddings, and Jay ate 5 puddings in a night, he would lie about eating the puddings. And it's like, dude, it's not like if you lie, the puddings are gonna magically reappear.
Yeah.
And it's not like telling the truth is gonna crumble the world. Just tell him that you ate the damn puddings. And my dad would always come back into his room after he had his crying fit and would be like, just tell me when you do something next time. Stop pulling us around with these bullshit lies that are obviously fake. And just tell us when you do something. He's like, if you want a snack, just tell us that you want a snack and we'll give you a snack. You don't have to go and steal the family size Oreos from the whole family and eat them all and then lie that you did it when the fucking Oreos are hanging out of your damn bed. Oh man, I remember those days so much. That's why I got trust issues with my snacks. That's why I got trust issues. That's why
you always hated it when you were living with them.
yeah, because Jay's ass.
I don't hide it now. I just say, I'm getting Oreos.
Justin was a son of a bitch though, because
Yeah.
he didn't give a shit about lying. He just did it. He didn't care. Like, well, no, his lie wasn't that he didn't do it. His lie is that he didn't know whose it was.
He do that. I think he still kind of does do that.
He still does it.
When we were younger, it was a lot worse. I could get like, or let me think. It was annoying because they would eat shit that they don't even like, but just because there was nothing else to eat, they'll eat your shit, and it's really annoying.
I could believe that.
Like, I think for a time nobody liked any Twix. It was just me, and I was like, all right, cool. So I got me some Twix, and I had them in the refrigerator. And I didn't eat it for like a couple days because it's my Twix. I wasn't expecting it to go nowhere, and I wasn't feeling it yet. So then one day I was feeling the Twix. I went to go grab the Twix. It's gone. I find it in Justin's room. I'm like, why the hell did you eat my Twix? And he's like, I didn't know whose they were. And I was like, then why'd you touch it? Well, why'd you take it if you don't know whose it is? And he's like, he didn't have an answer. And I'm like, you don't even like Twix. Why'd you eat it? You don't even like Twix. Like, they don't like peanut butter. And that'd be like if there was nothing in the house to eat, so they eat my peanut butter and jelly. You don't even like peanut butter. What are you eating it for? I don't understand.
What? Don't stop it.
It doesn't make sense. That's like me, who does not like chocolate.
Hate it.
And say Alita gets herself like a Hershey's bar. Just pure chocolate. And I come home one day and I'm like, oh, there's no quick snacks for me. I'm going to eat her chocolate bar. Why am I going to do that? I don't even like the food. Now I'm just wasting food. Oh, man. There were characters back then, man.
Jeez, bro.
There were characters. But Jay was so bad. it was like you would pull back his bed, and it was like it looked like there was a Halloween back there with candy.
Another funny thing,
just wrappers and shit.
Another funny thing, when you guys finally had moved out, we did the exact same thing. Checked under the bed, bunch of fucking wrappers. You were like, yeah, and it was like a bunch. It was just a bunch of fruit snacks and shit.
Yeah, I will say he's gotten a little better with it, but when he was a kid, oh my lord, dude. It was like they took the candy aisle from the grocery store and put it in his fucking bed.
I can believe that.
It was ridiculous. And my dad would get fumed.
I can believe that.
I guess I can ask that quick question. What was like the angriest you've ever seen one of your parents?
When they found out I smoked.
What happened there? Was it just like...
My brother didn't talk to me for the rest of the year.
I said your parents.
I know, but that's how bad it was.
Okay.
When did that happen? Feels like for what was the rest of the year?
I think it was like December, beginning of December.
What do you...
Okay.
What exactly was it like when you say like he didn't talk to you?
He didn't speak.
Like nothing, like not even like when you got home from school. Hey,
like was it just like a complete ignore or like just wouldn't?
Unless I needed to talk to him, he would not talk to me unless he needed to.
Wow.
Okay. So how was it with your parents?
Well, they talked to me, but
was it just?
They were furious.
Was it like just?
They didn't have any trust in me at all, and there was screaming. There's always screaming if I ever do something bad. There's always screaming. Crying, screaming. I cry. They scream.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh.
No, it's funny. It's fine. I'm over it. They know about it. It's over it, and it's whatever. It's whatever now.
Okay. So it was just screaming.
Grounding, screaming, took my phone away, or something like that. I don't remember what it was. Oh, and when they found out I had sex for the first time, they took my phone and said I couldn't bring it upstairs. I think you were there in that period.
What would that
start? I fairly remember dating you for a little bit when you would be like, oh, it's 8 o'clock, I gotta go to bed, but I gotta keep my phone downstairs.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever knew the reason. I was just like, oh, okay.
And showing, I think it was just because I showed pictures. So it was before that they found out I showed pictures, like. And so they didn't want me to have my phone up there.
Yeah.
Obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But I'm not surprised because you're a girl.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I would be the exact same way if I had a daughter. And I heard that shit, I'd be like, give me your fucking phone, bitch. Lucky I don't beat your ass.
Now that'd be my job.
Yeah. I'd tag you in there.
Yeah.
I do like the hesitant where, you know, my hands are around the throat, but I'm not touching it, and I'm like, tag in. Beat her ass.
I'll be like, go to your room. You know what time it is.
I'll start throwing you weapons from the outside. Here's a steel chair. So, okay, to I guess wrap it up, the angriest you've seen them was like yelling at you?
It is how they were yelling. It's just, if you saw it, you would understand.
I think I understand.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've got a New York dad, so...
Yeah, imagine that. My mom's from New Jersey.
I'm gonna get into my dad. But I'm gonna see if KJ has anything first, but I'm gonna get into my dad.
Sure.
I don't think he ever has.
Nah,
I feel like you've seen his dad get angry.
Whenever I do something stupid, he doesn't really get mad. He gets disappointed and then gives me a pep talk about it. Like when the first time I smoked weed, I drank at the same time, so I got crossfaded and I got fucked up, and I couldn't go to work. Like I tried to go to work and I was like, hey, I won't be able to do it today. This just ain't it. I go home. My dad comes over. He's like, so what made you think it was a good idea to smoke and drink at the same time? What made you? Do you realize what you're doing right now? Like you're missing out on money from your job and shit, man. He's the type of, like, he would do that. Like, he wouldn't really get like mad. He'd be like disappointed and give me a pep talk on how to go forward to. He'd give me a pep talk on how to do better in the future.
So he was a lecture parent.
Yeah, and I kind of liked
My
that.
parents liked
that was
it too.
cool.
I
was
never
cool.
got any lectures at all.
Well, yours was the belt, wasn't it? And the other stuff.
Oh yeah. Also, my dad would do that like later, like but before he'd spank us. Like it would be.
Oh, I got spankings for sure.
Bad. Yeah,
We
did
didn't
too.
get spankings. That's
We
not an
did too.
Northern thing.
We did too. And then my mom. She's never really gotten like mad. She's yelled at me before, but I mean, it's yelling. It's not like she's not like angry yelling. I think the maddest I've seen her was we were younger and we were at a gas station and she was getting gas and a dude pulled up, but a car pulled up behind us and she was waiting. I guess she was waiting for the gas tank or whatever. And I think she was getting ready to pull the thing out and put it back, and I think he honked or something, and her Detroit came out, bro. It was so
you don't rush a black woman. That's just.
It was so fucking bad.
That's
we're
just
just chilling in the car. It was our minivan too. I remember this. It was our minivan, and I was in the back seat, and I just see my mom going off. I'm just like, damn, he really fucked up. And I'm just like, oh my god.
Don't rush a black woman just like you don't rush a New Yorker. Bruv. Both have low patience.
Yeah.
Low tolerance for patience.
And then one other time was when my sister was in college and she was living with my grandma and she was pregnant at the time too. Apparently her sister had come over, so my aunt, her sister had come over, and no, my sister was Alexis pregnant? I don't think she was pregnant yet, but she went over and they got into a fight, like a fist fight. Like my grandma couldn't get in and stop. My cousin tried to get in, but she was pregnant, so she couldn't really help. But she ended up getting hit and got kicked in the stomach.
Oh.
So she was down, and I remember when we went over there to go talk to her about it. It was me and Trey. We were there too. My mom's going off on her, and like it's bad. It was so bad to where like I kind of knew what was going on, but I didn't really know what was going on. So Trey was like, "Hey, there's a ball outside. You wanna go?" Like you know it's bad when someone has to distract you, has to get something to distract you from being in the situation.
Oh, well, I can't say I've been there, but I've been in situations where it would have been a good idea if someone did that for me.
Yeah,
But
like
I didn't have that.
Yeah, like it was that bad, and she was going off the entire time. Apparently, I could hear her from outside. I was outside. I could hear her through the fucking walls.
I guess that's why homie don't like salt. I mean, I don't like cheese, huh? Kick the jeans right out of him. That's disrespectful. Maybe a little bit. Just a little bit.
John, what you got?
Oh boy. Okay. So my mom, she gets mad, but when we were young, she had a breaking point, and then once you exceeded that breaking point,
Dad was tagged in.
yeah, now it's a tag in. So from my mom, it's hard to judge seeing the angriest she's ever been. If I'm thinking back to it, I think the angriest I can recall her being is when my aunt spanked me one time, and as I've stated before, we're from the north, and you don't do that shit. especially if it's not your kid.
Yeah.
Even if you are blood related, you don't touch no one else's kid.
Yeah.
Especially my mom. So I think my aunt was watching us for some reason. I think my parents went on like a date or something, and it was like 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and my aunt was trying to tell us that we had to go to bed, and I was like, why do we have to go to bed? It's only 6 o'clock. That's stupid. We don't go to bed at 6. And you know,
We eat at 6.
me being a kid, I was like arguing this. I was like, our parents let us stay up, especially because since it's like the weekend, like, you know, we get to stay up. And she was arguing, and then she took me into the bathroom and spanked me. And you know, that was the first and last time I've ever been spanked. And I was like, what the hell was this? So when my parents came home, my mom and I think just my mom came into my room, and I was crying, and she was like, why are you crying? What's the problem? And I was like, she spanked me. And she was like, huh? And then my dad came in, and he was like, what happened? And I was like, she spanked me. And I was just, I don't remember what the fuck he said, but I heard them leave my room, and then it was a long time ago, so I can't remember any specific words that were said, but I know there was just some yelling going on. But with my dad, there's been a lot of moments. There's been a lot of moments.
How much in trouble did you get when you accidentally broke the window?
No trouble at all.
Really? I know you got grounded.
Yeah, I got grounded, but
I think he kind of knew it was really an accident because it was it was your phone.
It wasn't necessarily that. It was more because I've always had a good reputation with my parents, because I rarely, if ever, got punished for anything. I like never did anything bad.
Boy.
Yeah, like I never did anything bad. So if I did do something stupid, it was more like, oh shit, he did something stupid. I guess we gotta ground him now. And less of like, it keeps happening. Like with my brothers, they always had an attitude and shit. So whenever they did something stupid, it was like adding to the list of shit you've done stupid. But for me, I've never had an attitude, and I didn't do dumb shit. So when I fucked up, they were like, oh, well, grounded for the week,
I guess. Sure.
Okay. Just go
that sound
go
good
to your room.
you? Sound good to you? Yeah. Alright, yeah.
Cause I didn't try to play it
grounded.
off either. Like as soon as I knew I hit the window, I turned to my friend and I was like, yeah, I'm probably gonna get grounded, so you can probably go home, but I'm gonna go tell him. I just walked in, went up to my dad, and I was like, hey, I broke the window. And he was like, huh? And I was like, yeah, I broke the window. He was like, how'd you even do that? I was like, I threw my phone across the street, and it glided up into the window and broke. And he was like, okay, well, you're grounded. And I was like, all right, let me just go tell him that I actually am grounded, and you know, I'll go to my room. And he was like, okay. And that's pretty much it.
That's so.
I will say this:
Awesome.
my dad was horrible with punishments. Absolutely horrible. He'd get pissed at you, and he would ground you, but he was horrible at keeping them. I guess because he just loved to do shit with us. So isolating us from the house, I guess, drove him crazy. Because he would come in and he'd be like, you're grounded, go to your room. And you'd go to your room. And you figure like, oh, I'm going to be grounded for like 3 days or something. This is going to suck.
He goes back in.
2 hours later, all right, you can come out. You can come out.
Come on, come eat dinner.
One time, he made me and Jay sit in the hallway, and it was getting late to our bedtime, and he came out with a pillow and blanket for both of us, and he was like, you're gonna sleep out in the hallway. And we started laying down. Maybe like 30 minutes later, go to your rooms, go to bed. He was horrible with keeping punishments, but he got mad a lot. Like a lot. I remember during sports seasons, those were bad. Those were the
When your mom tells you to go outside.
football Sunday when the Vikings were playing and when the Vikings were dog shit. That was the go outside and play, and we'll let you back in when
the game's over.
when we decide to.
Yeah.
And you can hear my dad losing his goddamn shit in the living room as he's throwing tables and remotes and shit because they didn't convert on 4th and 2. But the absolute worst I've ever seen him was with my uncle. That was scary shit.
Yeah, it feels like family brings out the worst in people.
Well, as a kid, I felt like I almost watched a murder, which, looking back, I almost did.
What happened? What we got?
I gotta remember what my uncle did.
He spank you?
No. But it was the husband of the aunt that.
Oh, so they're fucking crazy.
Oh, wow.
Well, at that time, they were going through some shit. They were in a rough patch. So, my aunt is doing better now. She's not even married to the dude anymore because he's still on some weird shit. And if my dad sees him again, he'll probably kill him. But I digress on that. I don't remember what my uncle did. I think it was something stupid shit. I think like maybe involving drugs or something, like bringing drugs to the home or some shit like that. And my dad confronted him about it and was telling him off and shit. And he was very stupid, to say the least. And he was one of those people where it didn't matter what you told him. He didn't care what you were saying. It was just what he thought was right, and that's it. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
Any rules that you set, he doesn't care. He was one of those kinds of people.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So my dad's telling him off. He said something slick to my dad, and I don't remember what it was. I don't know if my dad ever told me. I could ask him about it, and he'd probably tell me. But he said something stupid to my dad, and during that time, my dad had the thinnest temper imaginable. So you can only imagine after he said some dumb shit, my dad blew up. Like, exploded. I remember walking out into the living room because I heard everyone yelling and screaming, and my dad had him up against the wall by his throat. And my dad was about to beat the living shit out of him. Like, that shit was scary. I've been in a lot of situations where my dad has been arguing and yelling with someone, but that was the only time I've ever seen my dad put hands on someone. And if it wasn't for my mom, he would have got his ass beat. Straight up, would have got his ass beat. Maybe even killed. I don't know. But next time we're with my parents, I could ask him about it. And my dad will tell you, like, he probably would have killed him. I think after that he threw him out the house.
Well, he also was in the military, so
Yeah, this was a younger dad too, so he still had some mobility.
he still had that and PTSD added onto it. So
It wasn't as bad back then, but he was younger, so he was stronger.
Yeah.
And I would say his temper now is like at a 6. During that time, it was probably at a 9. So he just explodes. And I fairly remember seeing him holding my uncle, or I guess, what would you call an uncle that's not your uncle anymore?
Ex-uncle.
Okay. So, holding my ex-uncle by the throat, and his fist was...
he's still technically an uncle. My family, he was an uncle.
kind of. I don't have any blood relation to him, though.
Oh.
He was just the
Yeah,
husband of my dad's sister. But yeah,
I don't mean anything, he's still an uncle.
if it wasn't for my mom, a lot of people who have pissed off my dad should count their lucky stars that my mom was in the vicinity to keep him in check.
Yeah.
Because
It's kind of like me.
Except you're not like your dad.
I was gonna say, I've never pinned someone against the wall with my hand on their throat, ready to beat the crap
No, but
out
I'm
of
just
them.
saying.
I mean, maybe that'll happen one day, so just stay on your toes,
Stay on your toes.
just in case. Yeah, that was scary stuff.
I could believe that, bro. Like, that's terrifying.
Like,
I wasn't
Imagine your dad holding one of your uncles by the throat, ready to bust his face in.
I'm trying to think of an uncle that he would hate too much to do that. Nah, I can't think of one. He's friends with like everybody in the family. Fuck.
Shit was wild. I'll probably ask him about it sometime soon, because now I need to find any missing details that I don't have. Because I don't remember what the like base issue was. It was some stupid shit that he did. I want to say it was something along the lines of bringing drugs into the house. I think it was. I think he brought drugs into the house, and I think Justin saw him do it. So like that was the first time Justin was exposed to drugs, and that pissed my dad off. Because it's like, you're going to bring drugs into my home, and then you're going to do it so carelessly that my kid sees it. Because thank God it wasn't me or Jay that saw it, because I wouldn't have even known what the fuck it was. He might have even just like left the drugs out, just like on a table or something. So I think that was the base issue. And then he probably said something like, "I'll kick your ass" or some shit. And during those days, you don't say that to my dad. I mean, I wouldn't advise you saying it now.
Yeah.
But, you know, you might have a better, slimmer of a chance to sustain yourself now than back then. But that was wild shit.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh, yeah. And now I would say that was like the first of many screaming bad matches that I've witnessed growing up. But I feel like maybe that kind of, I guess, softened me for the rest of the ones down the line. But they never got that bad. Like, my dad and my oldest brother would always scream and yell at each other.
Yes, I remember that.
You've seen one of them
a couple times. That shit's dude.
Yeah.
I low key hated being in your house because of that. I was like,
yeah, I took him outside one time because I saw it starting to pull up, and I was like, all right, he doesn't need to see this. I don't know what he comes from, but I don't know if he can handle this, so I'm going to take him outside.
Oh, yeah, nah, sure, I wouldn't have handled that.
But yeah, take that shit and fucking multiply the fuck out of it. And that was what I witnessed. I was like really young too.
Jesus Christ, dude.
But I wasn't even there for like maybe a minute until my mom saw and put me back in my room, because, you know, ain't nobody need to see that shit going down.
To see that. Especially at that young of age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
that's trauma. That's literally trauma.
A little bit.
It's a bit.
Alrighty, I'm ready to be done now.
It's more cool to, I think it's more cool to see your dad almost beat the living shit
No,
out of
I don't
someone.
think so.
I think it's cool.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
You guys are crazy.
Someone pissed off my dad.
You think your dad would fight someone?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. Honest to God, I think so.
I've never seen him get angry, so I wouldn't know.
Again, you don't really. Well, you've seen him be like, what the fuck?
I've seen him be done with someone, but I've never seen him angry. Anyway, might have to rename this. I was hoping to name this like weird stuff, but it might be another going off. It might be going off part 3.
It's gonna be childhood traumas.
It wasn't too bad because I didn't see a lot of shit going on. I would say if anything was the trauma, it was the screaming matches that I couldn't get pulled away from.
Yeah.
Because my mom was involved in them as well, so it was more like everyone screaming and I'm just sitting there like, oh, look at this. Can we wrap this shit up so I can like watch Avatar or something?
Can we wrap this shit up so I could go watch some House?
Why are you always yelling at me?
And I yelling. I know yell.
What time are we at anyway?
1:24.
Okay, that's not bad.
I actually didn't think we'd get to an hour because with the topic, I was like, I can't think of shit.
Well, we derailed, then it's fine.
we derailed, and I love it. That's fine.
It was another casual one, so I'm cool with it.
I'm cool with that.
I like the casual ones. Keep it easy.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh god, I'm sorry. I had to let it out. It was hurting me.
I bet.
Alright. Let us know any weird things that you've done in the past or present.
Jesus, KJ, don't
And
spit
let us
up.
know if you've ever seen your father almost kill someone in your living room.
You didn't make him spit water.
I was gonna make a joke.
Stop drinking.
Okay.
Swallow. Don't spit.
It's okay. I'm sorry.
Well, you did swallow.
It's the first habit. Yes, as you were saying, John.
I gotta think of any announcements if we have any. I don't think so.
Jay will be here next week.
We'll see.
We don't freaking know anymore.
We'll see.
Maybe.
I love how we moved this to Tuesday because everyone was off, and then we just.
She moved it to Tuesday.
But everyone was off.
No, you did it because you didn't want to do it on the weekend anymore.
That and he was off. So he could be in it. Because we started this trip with him, we're going to finish it with him.
He's here in spirit.
Alright.
Alrighty. I don't think we have any announcements.
Oh, bye-bye. Oh, I hit something.
Yeah, no, I think we're good.
I think it's time to go start some dinner.
Yeah.
Wings and french fries.
Wings and things.
Wings and things. I like that.
That is a place.
Yeah,
Wings and things. I haven't seen one of those in a minute though. Where's the wings and things?
Let's figure
Okay.
it out.
I'm sorry. I got distracted by wings and things, and I want to know where there's a wings and things.
And we want everyone else to know about it too.
Maybe they don't care.
Well, if they don't care, then why are they listening?
Yeah.
I don't know.
If you've made it this far, comment wings and things.
There's one in. Oh, there's one in Lawrenceville. One in Swanee.
Alright, we're gonna go stop by Wings and Things. Go meet us up there.
A meet and greet.
Yep, meet and greet at a Wings and Things. I would totally do a meet and greet at a wing place. 1,000%.
I can see you doing that.
Just don't ask me to sign anything, or I'm gonna have to do it with sauce. Saucy fingers.
It's just gonna be J.A. Done.
Yeah. Alright.
Yay.
We'll see you guys next week.
Peace out.
Yeah.
Peace out.
The next live is in what, 3 weeks?
3 weeks? 2
Peace
weeks?
out.
2 or 3 weeks? 2 weeks? 2 weeks. Oh, it'll actually be the first of the month. August 1st.
Peace out.
It'll be,
Oh, wow.
it'll be August 1st. Wow.
No,
That's
August
actually
1st
cool.
is a
I
Friday.
love it. August 1st is a Tuesday. I'm looking at it.
Oh, the 4th. That's what it was. Oh,
August
September 1st.
ends on a Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, September 1st is on a Friday.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of.
Alright.
I was thinking September. I don't know why.
Well, we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. Yes, we will.
Goodbye.
And it'll be my week.
It will. Stop.
Never.
Jesus. Bye, guys.
Alright, we're signing off.